Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton. I'm at Apex 2025. Today I'm on the Creative Electron booth and I'm joined by Jay Patel from Amtech. Jay, great to see you again. We chatted last year.
Yeah.
It's been a strange year since then, hasn't it? We've had the US election. We're now into all kinds of trade wars that could be great for US business. Who knows?
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
Only one thing has changed, and that's everything.
Yeah, that's it.
So I think there's if all the great leaders and the people who have made impacts always look at opportunity at every corner.
Yeah.
And I think right now there is a lot of chaos, but I think the people who can digest it and kind of get some different strategies going, there is going to be opportunities one way or another that come out of this. And I think as EMS leaders in the industry, and specifically, for me, for Amtech, we have been looking at how we can leverage this to our advantage and see what the customers are saying, understand their new pain points, and and provide quick solutions to them.
Well, you're doing exactly the right thing. Someone said to me, I think it was yesterday when we were talking about all these issues, and they're like, hasn't there always been disruptions in our industry?
Yeah.
Hasn't it always been like this? Maybe it's a little bit more so, and there's a little bit more uncertainty right now, but navigating choppy waters is that's
our job.
What we do,
and that's why we employ. So if there weren't any problems, we wouldn't need so many people. And we wouldn't have jobs.
Absolutely.
So there are problems, and the problems change, and we have to answer the call of the moment.
Yeah. And I saw you on Monday evening as you were coming out of the EMS Leadership Summit, and I was able to poke my head a little bit in during the day and see what was going on. Lots of really good dialogue. How important for you is it to be able to talk to your peers and find out whether they have the same pain points and if they're using different methods to navigate those?
So I think to understand the pain points, and more than that is also try to get some insight into some of the solutions. Sometimes they're just really common sense solutions that you never thought of, and that happens a lot of the time. Maybe for me more than anybody else, but it happens a lot. And I think a lot of it is validation that there are always things that are wrong and go wrong and that are challenging, and sometimes you have to understand that it's not a you issue. It's just that this is the nature of the industry issue, because if you feel like it's a you issue, it can become very daunting.
Yeah.
And it really affects the way and your approach to work, approach to day-to-day work. If you take the identity of your work, and a lot of leaders and a lot of employees do want to do a good job and take the identity of what they do on a day-to-day basis. And if we can clarify that it's not a you issue, but it's an industry issue, it really helps us change the morale and the approach and the outlook and the energy towards these different issues.
Yeah. So when you're talking to your peers, are they kind of, I'm obviously sharing their experience, and it feels like everybody's in the same area. I was talking to Alison, who chaired the event earlier this morning, and I said, the thing about the EMS industry is you're all unique and you're all the same.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of common problems, but quite often dealing with them differently. Did you see some new solutions, and were there topics there that you felt you could really dig into?
I think there were a few new approaches to it, and also there's also just a lot of reinforcement of what the solutions were that we learned last year or previous to that.
Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So what do you see as your key challenges and your key opportunities? Are there particular markets that you're needing to be in a little bit more because they've got more potential?
So I think the way that Amtech, our market is that we do non-ITAR and non-consumer industries. And so the market opportunities for those a little bit, there may be a little bit of onshoring, but still, regardless of onshoring, I think there's a lot of opportunity there for us. So we were just learning on how to service those customers and provide solutions in this chaotic area for them a little bit more.
And when you look at those opportunities and perhaps the opportunity to grow, do you have access to talent, or do you need to use automation to mitigate that lack of access?
I think there's always a combination of technology and people that you need to integrate at. And there are some things there's new technologies that free people up from doing the mundane, so we can focus on customer and solutions. And there's a lot of new technologies coming out there at such a rapid pace, and not to not to beat the buzzword of the moment, but
Yeah.
AI is out there, IoT is out there. We want to make sure that we're able to integrate that in to our workforce. But I think fundamentally it always goes down to is, are you attracting the right customers and talent? And attraction means that when they see your organization, do they feel excited?
Yeah.
Do they feel like this could be a possible home? And that starts with first intention, strategy, and then you got to create a culture of that.
Yeah, I was going to say culture is a huge part of that.
So really, it doesn't matter what era you're in. It doesn't matter what, troubled waters you're in at that moment. If you don't have a strong culture, there's no other magic bullet. I think, talking to the EMS Summit and talking to other people, at the end of the day, as leaders, we have to realize that our competitive advantage is not the gear that we have. It is the culture that we build,
and the people,
and the people that we have, and the people that we have to help us establish that culture that makes it. Because how many pick and place companies are here?
Yeah,
there's a dozen.
Yeah.
AOI, there's a dozen. So those things do help you, but to a certain extent, they do help you and give you an advantage. But it's always about how your organization is structured.
Jay, the kit feels like it's more table stakes. It feels like having a good line, being able to produce robust quality, actually being able to perform to price, is table stakes. As you say, what elevates you above that is that culture and the way you service your customers. It's great to talk to peers, but it's even better to spend time with your customers, understanding their needs.
Yeah, and working with peers, we could say, hey, I had a customer wanted this. How would you guys solve this type of situation? And they're able to walk us through that process. So those type of conversations are as valuable as any other conversation.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is the companies that attend the EMS Leadership Summit are kind of all of a size. You're not seeing the Flexes and the J-Bills and even the Benchmarks. Plexus is in there so much. You're seeing much of the smaller ones. You're in different geographies. You're very rarely direct competitors, so you can be really kind of open and honest with people, and you're not kind of.
It's like a nice group hug that we all support each other to understand what we're all going through. So
half information, half therapy. I love that.
Yeah,
I kind of see every interview I do as a little therapy session.
Yeah. Well, you're a good listener. I appreciate that.
I enjoy it, and it's hugely valuable. Jay, thanks so much for talking to me again. Look forward to doing this again next time.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Thanks.
Yep.